Hi, and welcome to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast, the podcast for real estate agents absolutely everywhere. I'm Lisa B, and during this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything real estate. What's working, what's not working, AI, automation, technology, eXp Realty, and absolutely everything to do with real estate. I'll have guest speakers as well, where we'll answer your questions from the Facebook group, Let's Talk About Real Estate. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, make sure you do that now, and we'd be happy to help answering any question. And again, welcome to the show. Tristan Lovell from Connected Agent. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here again.
Yeah, I love it. So on Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast this morning, we're going to be talking about 6 ways that agents can boost their SEO, so search engine optimization. So you're going to be guiding through agents to take them from page 7 of Google towards page 1 of Google, because obviously, people will search, different terms like best agent in their area, whatever. And, even sometimes I get caught, you search and then an agent comes up or a doctor comes up or a specialist comes up and you think they must be the best in that field. Who's the best doctor? A heart surgeon, the one that comes up on the first page. No, they've just got really good search engine optimization on their websites and everything, So it's not necessarily the best, but that's the perception of people who are searching. So we want to help you try and get onto page 1 to be able to have that visibility and to be in that search, criteria when people search. So you're going to be talking about organic SEO rather than sponsored ads as well. So thank you so much. I look forward to hear what you're going to say.
Right. Look, SEO is usually a bit of a mystery, okay? And it's something which a lot of people put in the too hard basket, I'm finding. And I think we should step back a bit and say, well, why is this important? Okay. So, in our last conversation, which I just listened to before, I thought we said some good stuff last time.
It was good, actually. It was good.
and it sort of leads into this. Yeah, no, it's great. And so essentially what we want to have happen is we want to build trust in our community. We want to have a great reputation. So SEO is related to reputation management. Okay.
Yeah.
And when people are in their process of research, process of thinking about real estate, what they usually first do is go to Google and they do some searches. They go to REA, but usually they actually firstly go to Google.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if they go to Google and just, I love everyone to observe their own behavior. The sort of things that they're typing in is like you were saying before, great. I've got best real estate agent suburb. Those sorts of things. Oh, how do I sell my property? How do I get the best price for my property? All those sorts of things people are searching for. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what comes up is a combination, of course, the sponsored, the paid, all right, and also the organic. Yeah. And what we do know through research is, and even just observing a lot of your own behavior, is that usually you sort of skip over the paid because oh, look, they're just paid to get there, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And the organic is really valuable. Okay.
Yeah.
So why this is important is that not only if you come up in that first search, and most people do really look at the first page, rarely do they go to the second page, right? And that sort of builds trust, credibility straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can have the sponsored ads still, right? Google sponsored ads is still really good. You can have organic, and you can also have your Google business page as well. Whereas if it's, the agents in a local area, a lot of the time Google business page will come up as well. So if you haven't got a Google business page, also get one of those as well.
Well done, Lisa. That's great. It's a good summary. Okay. So those 3 things are actually quite important. The paid ad, of course, costs you money. Okay. And that's great. But, doing good SEO and having that process costs you a lot less. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And with the tips we're sharing you today, hopefully, even if you get someone else do it for you, or someone in your own business, how to guide it, and you've got some good knowledge yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly right. Yep.
So that's what this is about. It's simplifying it. And I'm really hoping we can take the mystery out of SEO. Okay.
Yes. No,
fantastic.
Okay.
So to help everybody, what I've done is I sat up last night. I thought, look, we're going to discuss this today. How can I help everyone that's listened to this podcast in your community to really get their heads around this? So I've created a document
Awesome.
and around 6 ways to boost your SEO, specifically for real estate agents. And yeah, we're going to go through these key points. Okay.
Yep.
But overarching this, just to support what you were saying, the Google business page is really important and your Google reviews, okay, above a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
agree.
if you're putting effort into caption reviews, the number one is Google. That's going to make the most, most impact on your results.
Yes.
But of course, REA is also important as well, because there's a lot of traffic on REA, which is real estate specific.
That's right. And we spoke about last week about AI with, Apple going to more AI and all that sort of thing as well. So you want to rank on Google because that's where AI is going to be getting the information from. So I don't think Google's going to be a thing of the past, because AI has got to have that reference of where they're going to get that material from. And like we spoke about last week, AI, ChatGPT will tell us where they've sourced the information from. So that's where you should be spending time as well. You search in your area, who the best agent is in your area and where it's sourced it from. Make sure you're in hanging around that area, whether it's the Google reviews, whether it's REA, whether it's your own website, whatever it is, make sure that you're appearing in those, those searches from ChatGPT too. So that's why it's important to be in Google, because AI is just going to be amplifying that.
Yep, 100%. So let's dive into some detail, right? Yep. I'm going to share my screen, number 3. And so what I'm doing here is I'm going to step through this document, which is going to be made available to everybody. And I've got it like 2 sections, really. We've got the key summary of each item of SEO. Okay, so the first one is optimize website content with relevant keywords. So what I've got here in this document is that, why keywords are important. Of course, this is what Google, there's many things. There's about 200 things that makes up SEO, okay, the algorithms, all right? And this is one thing which a lot of people already know about is, okay, well, I need to have keywords which represents what I want to be found for, okay?
Yeah.
So essentially, I've really simplified this so people can just run their eyes over it. And why this is important is that that's how Google understands the relevance of your content.
Yeah.
Okay. But how Google uses it, what it's looking for is just naturally integrated into the content, right? So it's not like you're just putting what's called stuffing of keywords, any excuse to put in all these different keywords in, all right, randomly. It's really very clever. So one big takeaway from this whole episode is Google knows everything.
Yes, it does. It knows all your searches.
Incredible. So with every single website, what Google is performance rating every single website relating to trust. It's all about building trust and a great experience. So Google only wants to recommend websites which people have a good experience on.
Yep, authority websites, all that sort of
thing. So when I'm going through this, please keep that in mind, is that how we're going to create a great experience. And so this is not just, of course, great experiences for website. Google wants to recommend people which are trustworthy and generate, sort of provide a great experience.
Yeah.
But essentially what we're doing here is this is leading to you being found easily, and you're going to get a constant flow of opportunities, be able to spend money on it, right? Yeah. We're not working so hard to get these opportunities.
Yeah. And you've got things in there like, Google Keyword Planner that can help you, but really keywords are what somebody's going to search to find you, houses for sale in Runaway Bay, houses sold in Runaway Bay, best agent in Runaway Bay. Those things. Yeah.
So I've actually done some homework for everybody. And if I click on this link here, this takes me to a lower down in the document where I've created 40 real estate keywords as a start. Okay.
Sorry, I just sneezed. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, no, that's right. So I've just given you a head start, and you guys can do so much more than this. You can go to ChatGPT and ask for more.
Awesome.
But yeah, so real estate agents near me, real estate agency, homes for sale. So all these are just common sort of search terms. And yes, there's other things you can do. You can even research, top real estate websites and just see what they are optimized for as well.
Yes.
So I'll show you that. One thing that it does mention, there's some really good tools in this space called SEM Rush, right? So if I just go to my account in SEM or SEM Rush, it could be free account. You could just create an account in SEM Rush, and you could type in any domain. It could be, just for example, here I've got McGrath, which is most people know the McGrath brand, of course. It tells you like all the ins and outs, like how much traffic they've got. Like they've got 97,000,
monthly search
views, traffic, organic traffic.
Yeah.
We'll see where it comes from. You see all the keywords they're optimized for. So you've got this entire list of all the keywords that they're optimizing for. So you can do this with any of your competitors.
Yeah.
Right, and learn exactly how they're doing it. You can do one better.
Yeah.
Okay. And also it tells you where they're positioned. Okay. So amongst all their competitors, you got Little Real Estate, you got Bell Property, Stone, the agency. It actually positions and compares your website to your competitors as well, what they see as competitors.
Yeah.
So this is and it actually tells you how much they're spending on advertising, the whole lot. Right. So this is SEM Rush is a really cool tool to investigate and learn more about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
awesome.
The next thing
SEMrush, you've got a free version, you said, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't cost much,
awesome.
but I've got a free version because I don't need more than that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And as you said, Google Keyword Planner. If you want to get a bit deeper into this, that's really handy.
Yeah. And also ChatGPT can do it for you too.
Yes, correct. Yeah. That's a bit more detailed in those documents.
Yes, of course. Yeah. It's more
Awesome.
stats and all that sort of stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is very interesting. Of course, part of the experience is having a fast website. So something that loads, and you don't sit there waiting for it to load. I've got a tool here, Page Speed, which you can go to. And so I've just got this open here. So for example, I just go to like raywhite.com, and it looks like they've put a lot of effort into optimizing the website because, as you can see, 100% performance. That's they are very, very good. So very high scores. So if you want to dig into someone who's doing it quite well, the Raywhite website is high performing when it comes to this. Let's have a look at So it's interesting to compare these large companies and see how they perform. But you sort of see it's quite a different story, right? But still very pretty good performance.
Okay? They failed.
It failed on a few things. Yeah, but it tells you how to improve it as well.
Yeah, which is good.
And if you just go to one of the other competitors,
I'd say EXP, but I'm too scared.
What's that?
I'd say EXP, but I'm too scared in case we fail.
Yeah. So you can sort of see the time increasing here. So these are just different websites that are out there.
Put in EXP Australia. Let's see. Let's hope that we're not failing. expaustralia.com.au. I'll look away.
What? Is that right? ESP?
Yes.
Australia. Yeah.
Gosh.
Let's see how that goes. Right. But I'd say you're doing pretty well, actually. You actually you're doing pretty well with the speed and so forth.
Our website's actually run by Agent Box. What is it?
Agent Point. Yeah. So Agent Point, very, very good websites. There's a lot of good providers out there.
Yeah.
So that's just the website speed. So, I mean, it's all about the experience again. And basically, if you're also optimized for mobile,
Mhm.
all right.
Yes.
But the big clincher here is high quality regular content.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've put I've put a bit of work into this last night to help everyone be able to create really good content. And what I suggest, and this is something you can pencil down, book in half a day to do your content for pretty much the next 6 months or even the full year.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's what I highly recommend. So, and basically how you can do this is, this is really the backbone of the experience of your website. So it's blogs and also the website itself.
Mhm.
It could be videos, which is spoken about in other podcasts that you and I have had.
Yes.
But essentially, it's basically really helpful content. It's a natural extension of what your beliefs are and the value that you want to give to the community.
Mhm.
And if I click on here, look at this. This is really cool. I will do this actually together. So essentially what we want to do is I've got 8 example prompts, okay, that you guys can copy and paste and generate your content and get a massive head start on this, right?
What's that?
So essentially, look at this, local market insights. So write a detailed analysis of the current state real estate market trends in and insert your suburb in Australia, include insights of property values, all these sorts of things. Key points to include current property values, average days of market, popular, trends, apartments, predictions for the next to 12 months, all these sorts of things we can do, but also some tips on structure, right? Use relevant keywords, incorporate internal, external links, all these things. All I have to do is copy and paste this to
Yes.
ChatGPT, and I've got a really good head start on a damn
All the
good article.
prompts. That's good. Thank you for doing that for everyone.
That's all right.
That's
Let's go to open. I'll show you what happens. Really interesting if it opens. Hang on. What I'll do.
And you can even put into ChatGPT as well, like, do me a marketing schedule as well. Like
Yeah, 100% you
plan.
could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
marketing
I was
business
just trying to make it super easy for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
There you go. So basically, writing a really good article here.
Does
Predictions for the next
everything.
6 to 12 months. Looking at projects like the Brisbane Metro, Cross River Rail, likely to hence continue to boost property values. So it's got all the statistics here.
That's so cool, isn't it? That's awesome. And double check that it's correct. Anybody that does
Yeah,
this, just make sure that.
exactly.
And if you're there, you'll know your area. If there really is a road going in, or whatever there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are like headlines that you can incorporate. So there you go. So it's just a really good head start.
That's
And what you'd also
awesome.
do is create an image as well. So we've already covered that. So go to Midjourney, create a really nice image for this, and you're done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
And where it's got the H1, H2 there, that's actually the
Heading 1. Yeah, heading 1, heading 2, heading 2.
Yeah.
So
So it's got the heading. So don't cut and paste that into a document. That's just the heading. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. So that's just an example, right? Again, I'm just trying to make this really simple for everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Tips for home sellers, neighborhood spotlights, investment opportunities, home buyers guide, renovation advice for homeowners, these sorts of things. Just copy and paste these and
yeah, so good.
See how you go.
Yep. Thank you for doing that.
That's all
What
right.
a world we live in, hey? How cool is it?
I know. So I thought I'd just cover off that. And look, another tool you could use is something called SEOwriting.ai. So if you block out your half day, this product hardly costs anything, but see, one-click blog post. So this is another way of creating an amazing blog post, right? Or quite a stack of them. This to me would be better quality than everything I just went through there with ChatGPT. This is a tool specifically created to create amazing SEO blog posts.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's called SEOwriting.ai.
Okay, I'll have to check that
You
out.
can change a lot of these things. UK English, article size, so medium's great. To 2,400 words is really good.
Mhm.
It pop out everything you want out of this. I'm not going to go through this because
And
of
it
our
puts all the
time.
prompts and everything as well.
It goes through everything you need,
Yeah.
right? So again, you could give this to whoever's doing your marketing in your office. Hey,
Yes.
use this tool. Just go through. Please give me a draft in a couple of hours. You know what I mean?
Perfect, perfect.
So I thought that was really handy.
Yeah, really good.
There's still websites out there which aren't that great on mobile. So if you've got an old website, definitely worth considering upgrading to like a newer platform because it's continually evolving.
Yeah.
And making sure it's really good on mobiles. Okay.
Because what that means is you sometimes go to a website and you're on your phone and you can't click the link. You can't,
Yeah.
the contact us form, it keeps scrolling up or it keeps scrolling down or something. So check your website on your mobile phone too to make sure it works, make sure links are working, all that sort of thing too.
100%. And also a little tip on websites. This is not to do with SEO as such, but if the mobile version, it's great to have a click to call at the top because that means they could easily just call you, communicate,
Yes.
and that's I think a really good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so backlinks. You're probably wondering what the hell are backlinks, and why are they important? So it's all in the trust formula. Okay, so what we have is like these websites. They're like endorsements. Okay, for your content's credibility and authority. Okay, so I've actually created a whole stack of different backlinks, but there's backlinks you could easily do, and I'll just go to the examples. So I've created backlinks. So you've got the common ones. So any links you have between domain and realestate.com, all homes, homely, all those sorts of websites, backlinking to your website, really important. That's like 101.
Yep.
The other ones are local business directories. Okay. So go to as many local business directories and what's really important in these, it doesn't go into that much detail, but having your open hours all accurate across all these platforms is really important.
Yeah.
Phone number, opening hours, and website. Okay. And a little brief on how the service you provide. Having that consistent across all these local business directories actually gives a significant boost to the trust of your website. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other sort of industry specific websites and also government sites. So that these are examples. So REIA, property update, investment property.
How would somebody get their website a backlink for that and the local news website? How would they get a backlink for that?
Well, some of these websites could have the ability to have a backlink, as well as if they write an article or they contribute to these places.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
So if you're a little bit more confident, if you write some good articles or try and be helpful, especially updates on local market, what's going on, investment opportunities, those sorts of things, which these guys like.
Gotcha.
That's one way you could do that.
Yeah, gotcha.
And same as these, like, local news websites. Okay, so I'm actually, I don't know how you'd actually get your thing.
But like you said, writing
sites,
articles or whatever, like if, some of our agents have got blog posts and things like that with different sites. I got to tell you, obviously I'm part of EXP and we've got now something called EXP Luxury. And for a really small fee once a year, $3,900, you can put all of your luxury listings on there. And they list every property onto 59 websites worldwide, including Wall Street Journal, Robb Report, all of these amazing, credible websites. You can have those on your website as featured in. So imagine all the backlinks from there as well. Like it'll be phenomenal. So a lot of our agents are joining the luxury division now for that as well. It's unbelievable.
That's good.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think this probably should be number one, but the easiest thing to do is, with your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, right? Especially for an individual agent looking to really grow their profile, really put some good work into their LinkedIn, okay? Link into their agent profile page.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you search their name, so for example, if I search for my name, it's interesting, see what comes up, right? You've got number one is LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then you go Instagram, LinkedIn, Instagram, and there's different platforms here, right? So there you go. So I highly recommend just even if it's a yearly thing or a half yearly thing, just make sure that all these things are up to date.
Yeah.
And what we're doing now is guest blogging, those sorts of things. Okay. So that's probably enough around that. So the last thing is collect Google ratings. We started talking about that, but I think this is really encapsulates the trust that you have with the community as well, right? And I'm really hoping that there's some really cool AI solutions coming out in the next 6 months to help with this, because that process of collecting Google reviews and REA reviews and other type review platforms, I think it's really going to play a big role moving forward.
Yeah, because you mean like automating it, like as soon as a property settles, they get an email with this, click a link, write a Google review, whatever. Yeah, there will be automation, won't there? Yeah. But Google reviews and REA reviews, as much as people might not like the review sites, like they do actually work. I know before I buy anything, I'll look at reviews. I'll look at the 1 star, I'll look at the 5 star. If I think the 1 star is being a bit, bit emotional or whatever, you sort of take it with a grain of salt, but you find out extra things about the person, about the product or whatever. So reviews are really important, and it does help you. With your search engine optimization.
100%. Yeah. And also just putting some work into your Google My Business page.
Yes.
Right. So connected to Google reviews. But the steps here, the tips I'm giving here is, of course, keep asking. So have a really rock solid process to ask for reviews.
Yep.
Responding to reviews as well, especially if someone gives you a poor review, it could be an upset tenant or whatever. It's just responding really professionally, and I think people will respect that.
Take it offline.
Yeah. And so just really promoting Google My Business page, and sharing it. Okay, and that could be on your email signatures, websites, social media profiles. So just think of different ways of collecting more reviews.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's a quick summary of SEO, and hopefully that makes more sense to people.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I will have that for people to be able to download as well. So thank you so much for all the time that you put into that as well. So it is just so important, to be, as we said, with AI and everything else, it's so important now to just be up there on Google, be active on social media, be active writing your blog posts, be active in the community, your profile and all that. You've got to build an online profile, whether you like it or not, you have to, because otherwise you're just disappearing. You're not, you might be going okay now, but other people are going to come in and take over page 1, page 2, page 3, and you're just going to disappear into oblivion, so it is really important.
Yeah, look, and just restating, the highest quality leads that usually real estate agents get are from the website. So the more traffic you get to the website, the more likely you're going to get some great business coming your way.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Tristan. You're awesome. All right.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have a question about real estate, then please join the group on Facebook, also called Let's Talk About Real Estate. For those of you who are interested in EXP, please join us at 10 a.m. Brisbane time every Wednesday morning for EXP Explained. Thank you again for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, and see you next week.